They think time's on their side, but there's only 5 minutes left. Wake up, the final moments are ticking away.
The rise of Nine Ether has only just begun. What comes next will shake the entire world awake. Prepare for the shift.
The game is about to change in ways you'd never expect. We are the Neteru. Return to reclaim our power.
One of the Nibiru space planets is here. The reckoning has begun. They thought they could run, but Earth now stands in judgment.
The fire of Nine Ether is rising fast, burning through the lies and illusions. The atmosphere is shifting. Everything around us is about to heat up beyond control.
Make no mistake, the weather is shifting fast. Stay warm as solar flares ignite the skies.
As we prepare for the awakening of the gods, stay tuned. The return of it all is closer than you think.
An extensive synopsis on the origins of black people and how we have 147 alien genes, which coincides with esoteric knowledge and supreme science from the Anunnaki that eradicates Christianity in totality. So with that being said, it is a motherfucking fact that the melanated black woman is God, considering the fact that the first organism on the planet was a prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells extract prokaryotes. Prokaryotes are found inside the black woman's womb, which is also a conductor of melanin through cymatic frequencies, because melanin is an intelligence molecule that gives black women the capabilities to perform parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis is when a woman is able to fertilize and impregnate herself without a man being present. So the whole allegorical story of Adam and Eve is a motherfucking lie, because in science will tell you that the X chromosome is 5 times larger than the Y chromosome, meaning that the man is basically a genetic mutation of the woman. This is why we have nipples and can't produce milk, and this is why our penises is basically an extended clitoris. Now, when you get this book right here called The Lost Book of Enki, it's basically about the beginning story of the Anunnaki. It talks about how the woman, she gave 2.8% of her chromosomes to create man. Now, we were put on this planet, the man was put on this planet to protect the woman. We wasn't put on this planet to oppress or suppress her through white supremacy and religion, because all those things are predicated on the patrilineal system. Now,
honestly, all this shit is temporary and nothing is really yours for real. Not even your body. It's just a vessel, like a human meat suit that you're literally borrowing in this lifetime. Not even the food that you eat. You literally consume it and shit it right out. Not even your thoughts. They literally come and go, and most of them ain't even yours. Not even your time. Every second that passes, you will never get back. Not even the people in your life. Family, friends, lovers, they literally come and go too, and you don't own them. Not even your breath. It's literally one of the most basic things that's keeping you alive, and you can't even keep that. It goes in and it comes out. You can't hold on to it. And when you hold your breath, life will literally remind you it's not yours to keep. Not even life itself. All this shit is an experience. You damn near renting space here. You don't own nothing. All this shit is temporary. So you might as well enjoy this shit while you can. I'm not saying fuck off and do whatever, but be mindful, be present, be open, and live your fucking life, bro. Live, laugh, love, evolve.
Let's be for real. Them bitches don't fuck with you because them bitches can't fuck with you, sis. Simple as that. You know you one of them ones. They know you even one of them ones too. So the energy always going to shift when you walk into the room, because them bitches can't handle a bitch like you. Them bitches can't fuck with a bitch like you. Them bitches know what a real bitch look like, and they ain't never been a real bitch. They always been a corny ass bitch. Them bitches ain't never been on the type of time you been on. That's why them bitches always been scared. That's why them bitches always been tensed. That's why them bitches always been shaked up, because when a real bitch walk in the room, a real bitch know exactly who she is, and them bitches feel that emotion that's coming in the room. So if you know you a real bitch, stand the fuck up. Stand up right now. Right now. Stand up right now. Because you know who the fuck you is, and they know it too. So stop looking the fuck down, look the fuck up, and put it the fuck on like you been doing. And don't put it on the floor, put it in them bitches' face. Put them big ass titties the fuck up, go the fuck outside, show these bitches who it is and what it is and why it is, because you never been a one. You always been the only. Stop playing with you, bitch. You know what the fuck going on. Don't play with my fucking girl. Yeah. Looking at this fucking video like, yeah, that's my motherfucking, yeah, that's my girl.
Bitch, don't ever play with a woman that's comfortable in her own solitude. She's already mastered nights alone, solved problems alone, and built her own peace. That inconsistency, them breadcrumbs that you feeding her, she don't want it. She survived worse. Your silence is not gonna shake her. And that half love you giving her is not gonna hook her. Baby, she's whole without you. And them games that you playing with her only proves that you're unworthy of the depth that she offers. The moment she feel her time being wasted, she gonna vanish. Not with drama, but with quiet reserve. Back to the serenity that she crafted without you. And also don't forget, a woman unafraid to walk away loves by choice, not desperation. So cross her and she will replace you with the peace that you just disrupted. Underestimate her at your own peril, okay? She has already proven that she thrives alone.
You aligning with a new version of yourself and you scared as fuck, ain't you? Good. For so long, you thought that speaking up on the bullshit that people were putting you through and people taking their anger out on you, you thought that that was you doing too much. You thought that being complacent was you protecting your peace, but in reality, you were protecting the little bit of it that you had left. But you were never supposed to keep the peace. You were born to ignite the flames of the fire. Why do you think your ancestors sent you here? That rage is supposed to consume you. Let the fear move you. It's supposed to move you to places you've never been before. You're gonna stand in front of the limelight. No. You are going to let that fear push you up them steps. You are going to run up them steps because everything from the past is setting on fire and it's burning in the flames. And then when you run up them steps and you get all the way to the top, you're going to stand in front of the cameras like a press tour and you're going to say, I know exactly who the fuck I am. And you're not going to be scared. You're going to be tough and you're going to take it because you ain't taking shit from nobody. The fear consumes you. The rage ignites you. The fire flames and burns the ashes from the past like that plantation. Your ancestors called. It's time to awaken.
There's a goddess out there that needs her crown readjusted, so listen carefully. Your aesthetic is whatever you desire it to be. Some days my aesthetic is couldn't bother, because I don't want to be fucking bothered. And other days my aesthetic is this. Looking like I just stepped out of a fairy cottage in the middle of a magical forest, with the ability to serenade animals to my control while simultaneously luring men into their inevitable death with just one look. My bad bitches, this is the power they speak of. The power of loving yourself so deeply you don't give a fuck what somebody else thinks. And we sip. Fuck it. Stay regal, bitch.
If his energy got you bent out of shape, it's time to bend into yours. Here are 3 postures that you can do to shake off the dusty, crusty suckers trying to get with you and step into your sovereignty. Number 1, pull back and pull into yourself. Yes, both pose, Nirvasana, okay? You have to row your vessel away from any spaces and places that don't honor you, including the dusties and crusties. Number 2, set boundaries. You're gonna lift up your arms into cactus position. You're gonna inhale through your nose and bring your elbows together, parallel of course, and exhale, open your heart. Inhale, exhale. This is done all through your nose. Nasal breathing aids in detoxifying the body much quicker. Exhale. And in doing so, you can cleanse your auric field and get rid of any stagnancy that is being held in your heart. Be it resentment, be it attachment, be it connections with others who are draining you. Continue to do this until you feel light as a feather. Number 3, and this is one of my favorites. It's called sit down and rise in your power. You're gonna sit on your heels for this one. Knees will be out wide because you're healing your womb space and you're opening your hips, of course. And we can start in a standing position. And make sure you're on your toes because that's how you want to keep them. And come down on an exhale. My love, you are a universe of your own. Take time to explore how amazing and brilliant you are. When the time comes for you to connect with another universe, I pray that it is divine and that it is aligned with your highest timeline. Because honestly, that is what you deserve. You deserve to be honored, revered, respected, and cared for in every sense of the word. I love you.
We are the healers. Healers unite. We came to heal it all with our divine light. We are the leaders. Leaders unite. We came to lead them all to their divine light. We have awakened. Woke up ready to fight. We came to raise the vibe and bring shadow to light. We are the healers. Healers unite. We came to heal it all with our divine light.
I always say, if the womb man could once self-impregnate, were we ever truly meant to conceive through a man? That thought alone shifts everything, because in her original design, the womb man could procreate herself. She didn't need an external force. She was whole, complete, a walking universe. And most men, and even some women, will not want to hear this. The man came from the womb man, yet over time, something shifted within man. Man wanted to then dominate the womb man. Once intercourse entered the equation, what was sacred became distorted. It became more incestuous than divine. Because the male began entering the same portal that birthed him, that he first saw true light through. And in that act, the dysfunction began. The moment his semen entered her sacred portal, he wasn't just connecting, he was claiming that energy, the power of that womb, the intensity and the power that the man felt once entering. He couldn't just honor it because he then wanted that power for self. Instead of protecting the goddess, he wanted to have the same sacred powers as she did. Instead of uplifting the divine feminine, he wanted to dominate the divine sacred portal, because the portal gave him a taste of God, and then he himself then wanted to be God. He became greedy, obsessed, possessive, controlling. And here's what most overlook. If you look at semen under a microscope, it looks like parasites. Now ask yourself, what do parasites do? They latch on, they feed, they invade, they take what doesn't belong to them. They thrive off a host. That's exactly what happens spiritually. And don't you find it interesting that in the Bible, it's considered a sin for a man to spill his seed, to ejaculate outside the womb? Ask yourself, why? Another man taught doctrine, another system built to control the feminine, to make sure her portal was always available for man to regain, recharge, and fuel up off of the divine feminine power. It was never about protecting the sanctity of sex. It was about preserving control over the womb. Because if she remembers her true power, he loses his illusion of authority. And that's why we bleed. That's why we cycle. That's why we shed. Our periods are not just biological. They are spiritual. They are monthly rituals, divine resets, celestial cleanings. We flush out DNA, energy, and vibration that was never ours to carry. We release not just matter, but memory. When we sync with the moon, when we honor our rhythm, we reclaim what was stripped. We reawaken our codes. We return to ourselves. And most times during our cycle, this is uncomfortable, painful, and exhausting. Because releasing what was never ours to carry, and that male DNA not wanting to release from the sacred portal, puts a lot on the female body. It's bigger than a period, it's purification. It's the womb saying, let me cleanse what's not mine, let me come back to me. The womb man was never just meant to carry life that man placed in her. She was meant to create life from her own universal love. She is life. She is the creator. She is the beginning, the continuation, and the return. She is God.